Hello everyone, PtB, and we are back in The Wolf Among Us. Very well could be the final episode here. I'm excited, bringing this dick face to justice.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason.
Was that
to
a
rip
Scottish
you apart
accent?
right
What is
now.
he?
This gun
Gun.
holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets.
Who?
I won't miss next time.
Perhaps you shouldn't have missed the first time.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
Yes.
That may be true. but
Frustration
I'd
and
advise against
sinister
becoming
looks.
Your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive.
Don't you tell me what's
Look,
what.
all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
I don't like that he
Look,
actually
there's no
wants...
reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
There are plenty of reasons. You are wrong.
Gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Coffee.
I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
You...
And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's
Same
still
difference.
a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
I was just about to say, did he break his nose at one point? No, you're not, and that's what worries me. But he is the crooked man.
Like murder me. You won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Should probably be a little nicer to them
often
if you want them to take your
I
side.
worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question.
What
What do you really care
got
about
whiplash
here?
from that
Where this
transition.
case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
It's about justice.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah. I
My
don't
point
know
being,
how.
The killer has been dealt with. You've won.
Must natural causes
You
from a
really
knife
think I'm that
stabbing.
stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in. But you can brighten up a little. It's
Wh-
over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. I'm actually looking.
Okay, I normally wouldn't pause. So basically right now, without the game telling me with those commands, I can either kill this dickhead and have it be done with, or I can take him in and do the whole trial. The whole game, I have been making the decisions that are prudent and by the law and just and right and good. But I really want to kill him. It would solve all the problems, and people already hate me anyway. I think I'm gonna save him and have him trial. We're doing it.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I know he wants
I think
that,
I'd rather
and that
hold
could be
on to
weird.
it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
No, that's my gun.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you
Punch
around.
him! Punch him good. Oh no! Look at that nose now.
You're under arrest.
Slightly red.
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Taking the crooked man in for trial. I'm okay with that. Evidence. That thing?
I know. But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
I kind of want to go back and count up all the fucks in this game.
He's
All the
back.
fuck bombs.
Crooked man.
God.
He's not walking a very crooked path,
Motherfucker.
though. You're right. Thanks, Gren. Real
Are
insightful.
you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble.
I'm
At
fine,
the Crooked
baby.
Man's place.
It's
Baby.
nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
I didn't kill him.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
I'm glad you're proud of me for not wantonly
About
murdering.
time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are
It's
you
the
waiting
witching
for?
You
fucking
killed
well.
Lily.
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook.
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone,
Gren, all the
Can
fucks.
I have your
Calm
attention?
down.
Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
what? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt
gave the
Miss
order.
White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made
Accessory
the
to
call.
murder
Do I have
at
to
minimum.
explain the situation to you again.
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not. Well, where is
He wasn't behind
Georgie
it.
was a victim of this psycho too. He was pushed into the whole thing and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished.
There, no one
That
needs to
doesn't
know
change
how or why
anything.
he died.
We'll
That's
deal
good.
with it
Keep
later,
on
but
moving.
Right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
Yeah, I wonder
We
if
have
there's
to
a
read
way
the
that we
rest
could have
of the
saved
charges.
Georgie.
Other charges.
If you'd
You
wait
let
a
her
minute.
finish,
Let her
dickhead.
finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering,
And
the
for
illegal
generally
possession and
being
sale of
a
magical
fuckbag.
artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're an...
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Justice
The
and
Crooked
due
Man has
process.
committed
You
crimes
shut
against
up,
this
you.
government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
Not dumped like a
get on
sack
with
of
it.
We
garbage,
promised you a
but
chance to
committed.
defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Although not preposterous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or
My
what?
thoughts exactly, Gren. Thank you.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit. Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
I said
Any of you actually
kill them,
believe this
not
bullshit?
murder them.
Holly,
Difference.
please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I don't think they wanted to do it.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that. Hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted...
You know, that lower
any
eyelid
of those girls
must
wanted their lives like
really
that?
feel like
I'm
shit
sorry,
all the
Holly.
time.
I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs.
Yeah.
The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No.
Yeah. Well, no,
The
yeah.
wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Snow
Don't
is...
blame Snow.
Look,
she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the
sassy
Crooked
old
Man.
lady.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
We'll do better. I
Haven't been great
promise.
for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting.
Crane's gone. This dickhead's
people
now out
like
of
him.
power.
The Crooked
gonna
Man's
do
been
it.
exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life.
For a better
You
life.
would go to him for
Moving
help,
on.
And he
On
would take
westward
that
the
weakness
wagons.
and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Yeah, beast.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
So suck it, Crooked Man. So why is this the
Very
only
good,
Fabletown
very
community
good.
left?
The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
No, they're not.
The sheriff simply
Just 'cause you
doesn't
say
have
it doesn't
part
make it
of
true.
evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was
Like when you
working
said
for
that
you.
mustache looks
Bigby got a
great.
A
confession that
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
What about your
about
history,
your
dickhead?
history? All
Not
you've
all
done
of
to
us are
this fucking
perfect.
town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
What, due
Of course
process?
it's right. This man
Shut up,
committed
you.
all
You
of
don't get a
for
say.
profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, you're responsible.
Responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my
That
watch.
was Bluebeard. That wasn't
Did
me.
you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
Dick.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Oh.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Oh.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to
Yeah,
answer
speaking
for
of
their own
tangled, where's
crimes.
Rapunzel in all this?
Please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should
Shut
be
up!
afforded to people.
This is
No
how
one
it's
likes
always
you.
been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens?
Bernie.
Who will
No, I
protect
was
you
kidding.
from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Hey!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
Knock
You
yourself out,
probably
kiddo.
don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know what
shut
it-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it
Oh,
because
that
of
is
these
the
damn
closest
ribbons.
almost unibrow
But you know
ever.
what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Narissa.
your-
My name is
Oh.
Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about
Onion
me.
rings!
This just confirms...
Proved it!
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Oh, look who finally decided to pipe in!
like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
It's called
This is how you want to
self-preservation.
repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy? What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he
Hasn't
isn't
there
stopped.
been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of
Too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Snow should decide.
Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
What? I didn't want
He was
this on
appointed.
me.
He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
So I'm
Are you sure? This isn't
I'm
how it
Judge
What the
Dredd
people
now,
want,
apparently.
Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Murder or imprisonment? Murder or imprisonment?
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think.
Oh, rip his head
teach him a
off?
fucking lesson.
Ooh.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Lock him! No! What the? Listen, you. What? That's not. What the hell? I didn't choose anything. I didn't choose nothing. What's it? Punch him! Boosh! Oh.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me.
Lock him up! Lock his ass up! Torture. That's torturous right there.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't
What
be serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This
Yup.
isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
There you go.
There's a way.
Thanks, Beast.
All right.
Who knows what's at the bottom of the witching well? Nobody. He's sneaky and conniving enough, I feel like he could get out of there. We can at least keep an eye on him if we throw him in jail. Right? The royal we, the editorial. Of course. One day later. Oh, dude, bro, you need to get some sleep.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
Caw-caw!
He's
Look
got
at
a
him!
sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work.
What the fuck is that thing?
Hey, Sheriff.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Flycat. Alright, cool.
This fucking line.
Oh, Foxy Brown. So now they're okay with waiting in line.
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Such pit stains, much wow. A little bit of deodorant. Everything alright?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
She's a busy woman. You just...
Good morning, Miss White.
Why do they keep that asshole around? God. He might as well be eating an apple. Shout out to Cinema Sins.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Oh, that pig. He'll never learn. So he's going downstairs, but it looks like he punched the penthouse button. Just saying. Crooked Man's imprisoned. Everything seems to be back in nice running order. Yellow Brick Road, Roadhouse. Aww.
I'm going. Jesus.
He didn't say anything.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Sorry, bro.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you
God,
give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
Aw, little
If
guy.
you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I
You
couldn't
got it,
take
buddy.
them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're
Oh,
little,
she'll
they have
love
these
it, buddy.
pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
I think
She
a lot of
said
guys
it's
have a
pretty.
pouch that'll squirt juice if you touch
We're
them.
about ready to head
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
There you go. See?
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
Will you stop being a shit
We're all
dick?
set.
I understand.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
They could easily fit in
Hey,
the cab.
Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Oh, they could both fit in the cab. They don't have to ride in the back.
Saying goodbye?
Oh, hey! High-waisted 80s jeans.
Hi.
Hi.
Aw.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay.
I get it.
I get it.
I get it, sweetheart.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
I'm
What is it?
pregnant.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
But she goes from crying to
I don't know
smiling
what
coyly.
happened, but that
the
night
drop of a
at
hat.
the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth,
Oh,
What does it
perjury!
matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Oh, ew!
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
You were trying to get my attention. So you...
It worked!
You started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone.
Can't make anyone
I just
happy,
can't win with
Bigby.
these people.
Or everyone happy.
I know it might
That was a
feel
little
that
slip.
way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you.
Together.
You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other. And look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man
So
in,
you're saying I'm
everyone
Batman.
saw who he really was. So from
The
where
big
I'm
bad
standing,
Batman.
you did the right thing.
Wolf.
You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown
Those are
wouldn't be
not
the
good
same
range
without
shoes.
you.
Just saying. Platform stilettos. Come on, girl. I hate to see her go, but
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Ooh.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'm gonna go after her. Big suspense
I'll see you
ending.
around, Wolf.
I love it. Hey, Telltale, get your shit together and have season 2 come out. What did you do to Georgie? You and 60, okay. Mercy killings are always a thing. Did I give the crooked man a trial? Yes, lots of justice out there. Only 47%? 47.4? Wow. Of course, we all did a nice thing for TJ. Well, 1.5% of you are dickheads, but, you know, whatever. I hope I've done some good here. Only 54.8%? Man, you people are dystopic. Look at that. Join the thing. Continue. That's it. Some special stats. We closed it out. I'm feeling good. We're done. Oh, I'm sad, but I'm happy. Let's see, Beast. You lied to him about Beauty. You promised her you wouldn't tell Beast. I did that. You fought him after the investigation or interrogation because he's a dickhead. Just a wacky dickhead. The Butcher, you offered... Oh, God, I gotta get glasses. You offered him protection at the business office. You helped him avoid the farm. Yeah, Colin. Crane, I slapped the bitch out of him. Crooked Man, you took him back to the Witching Well and imprisoned him because life is a bird or death. I'd rather die. I wouldn't want to be a bird, especially a bird locked in a cage. I gave her money after the fight with the woodsman, doing the nice thing. I took Georgie's money from Sid. Did a lot of shit to Georgie. I offered Greenleaf a job. She feels like she'll be that plucky sidekick thing. I drank with Gren. Made a deal with Jack. I did try and take the ribbon from Narissa, and that was probably not good. I waited for Tim. Gotta be nice. Brought her to Trip Trap, promised the Crooked Man alive, and I did. I kept true to my promise. I accepted the beetle and promised to give it to Snow, little TJ. I slapped the bitch out of Toad, too. And I stood up for him, though. You know, tit for tat. You gotta put people in their place. And I arrested Woody at the Trip Trap. Boom! So many dones. Did I do things the way that you wanted them done? Peoples? Hey, continue the story. It's a graphic novel. Check it out. Fables. Woo! I gotta get back into reading those a little bit more. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The Wolf Among Us Season 1 is Dunyan Rings. Did everything turn out the way you wanted? Should I have killed the Crooked Man? Should I have done things a little bit differently? I don't know. Maybe I should have, maybe I shouldn't have. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and let me know if there's any other games like this that you would like to see me play, or any games for that matter, suggest them. Also, go to facebook.com, check for Poot the Bard on there. Maybe like my page. That's where you can find all the keep-ups, and new episodes will be posted. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Poot the Bard saying thank you so much again for keeping up with Wolf Among Us, and as always, remember, don't get any on ya! What a journey!